Hello everyone, I am Dr. Aishwarya Balav. In this video, we are going to discuss about thiazide diuretics. Thiazides and related diuretics inhibit the reabsorption of sodium and chloride ions in the ascending thin portion of the loop of Henle and the early distal convoluted tubule of the nephron. This action results in the excretion of sodium, chloride, and water. Further study of the benzene disulfonamide derivatives was undertaken to find more efficacious carbonic anhydrase inhibitors. These studies provided some compounds with a high degree of diuretic activity. Chloro and amino substitution gave compounds with increased activity, but these compounds were weak carbonic anhydrase inhibitors. When the amino group was acylated, an unexpected ring closure took place. These compounds possessed a diuretic activity independent of the carbonic anhydrase inhibitory activity, and a new series of diuretics called the benzothiazidines was discovered. Here you can see that this benzene sulfonamide, here after acylating or by reacting with aldehydes or ketones, you can see this ring closure took place, and these are the thiazides and hydrothiazide compounds which are also having diuretic activity, but these are weak carbonic anhydrase inhibitors. Mechanism of action: these diuretics are actively secreted in the proximal tubule and are carried to the loop of Henle and to the distal tubule. The major site of action of these compounds is in the distal convoluted tubule, where these drugs compete for the chloride binding site of the sodium chloride symporter and inhibit the reabsorption of sodium and chloride ions. For this reason, they are referred to as saluretics. They also inhibit the reabsorption of potassium and bicarbonate ions, but to a lesser degree. Here you can see the sodium chloride symporter will be affected by this thiazide type of diuretics. In structure activity relationship, the thiazide diuretics are weakly acidic with a benzothiazidine 1,1 dioxide nucleus. Here you can see this molecule, that is the basic molecule for the thiazides. Chlorothiazide is the simplest member of this series, having a pK of 6.7 and 9.5. The hydrogen atom at the second nitrogen is the most acidic because of the electron withdrawing effects of the neighboring sulfone group. The sulfonamide group that is substituted at C7 provides an additional point of acidity in the molecule but is less acidic than the second nitrogen proton. These acidic protons make possible the formation of a water-soluble sodium salt that can be used for intravenous administration of the diuretics. So due to this formation of the sodium salt, intravenous administration of these thiazides is possible. An electron withdrawing group is necessary at position 6 for diuretic activity. Here, little diuretic activity is seen with a hydrogen atom at position 6, whereas compounds with a chloro or trifluoromethyl substitution are highly active. The trifluoromethyl substituted diuretics are more lipid soluble and have a longer duration of action than their chloro substituted analogues. When electron releasing groups such as methyl or methoxyl are placed at position 6, the diuretic activity is markedly reduced. Replacement or removal of the sulfonamide group at position 7 yields compounds with little or no diuretic activity. So as we know in other classes also, the retention of this sulfonamide group is very essential for diuretic activity. You cannot replace or substitute it with another substitution or the another group. Sulfonamide group is very essential for diuretic activity. Saturation of the double bond to a third and fourth dihydroderivative, here third and fourth position, produces a diuretic that is tenfold more active than the unsaturated derivative. Substitution with a lipophilic group at position 3 gives a marked increase in the diuretic potency. Haloalkyl, aralkyl, or thioether substitution increases the lipid solubility of the molecule and yields compounds with a longer duration of action. Alkyl substitution on the second nitrogen position also decreases the polarity and increases the duration of diuretic action. Although these compounds do have carbonic anhydrase activity, there is no correlation of this activity with their saliuretic activity, that is excretion of sodium and chloride ions. So, in conclusion, you can say the important points in structure activity relationship, that is, the second position can tolerate small alkyl groups as CH3. Substituents at the third position determine the potency and duration of action of the thiazides. Saturation of carbon-carbon bond between third and fourth position of the benzothiazine 1,1 dioxide nucleus increases the potency of this class of diuretics approximately 3 to 10 fold. Direct substitution of the fourth, fifth, or eighth position with an alkyl group usually results in diminished diuretic activity. Substitution of the sixth position with an activating group is essential for diuretic activity. The best substituent include chlorine, bromine, carbon trifluoride, and nitrogen oxide groups, that is nitro group. The sulfamoyl group in the seventh position is essential for diuretic activity. This slide represents the same SAR in the diagrammatic form. Here are the examples for these thiazides. First one is the chlorothiazide. Here you can see the position at 6, there is chloro substitution is there. In benz thiazides, at the 6th position chlorine is there, and at the 3rd position there is the benzene ring with sulfur substitution is there. Here in hydrochlorothiazide you can see the saturation at 3rd and 4th position with 6th position chloro substitution. And in bendroflumethiazide, there is at the 3rd position substitution is there with the benzene, and here trifluoro substitution at the 6th position. This table gives the different examples of thiazide with the substitutions, like two structures. If you consider here with the unsaturation, there is only one substitution R1, and in the second structure there are saturated ring along with three substitutions at the second, third, and at the 6th position the substitutions are there. And according to these substitutions, these are the examples of the thiazides with their relative potency. How the potency changes by these substitutions is given here, along with their duration of effect. So mainly these substitutions affect the potency and duration of effect for these thiazides. Therapeutic application: administer once a day or in divided daily doses, these thiazides. Some have a duration of action that permits administration of a dose every other day. Several of these compounds are rapidly absorbed orally and can show their diuretic effect in an hour. These compounds are not extensively metabolized and are primarily excreted unchanged in the urine. Thiazide diuretics are used to treat edemas caused by cardiac decompensation as well as in hepatic or renal disease. They also commonly are used in the treatment of hypertension. Their effect may be attributed to a reduction in blood volume and a direct relaxation of vascular smooth muscle. In adverse effects, hypersensitivity reactions, gastric irritation, nausea, and electrolyte imbalances such as hyponatremia, hypokalemia, hypomagnesemia, hypochloremic alkalosis, hypercalcemia, and hyperuricemia can be seen. Potassium and magnesium supplements may be administered to treat hypokalemia or hypomagnesemia, but their use is not always indicated. Potassium sparing diuretics like trimetazine or amiloride also may be used to prevent hypokalemia. Combination preparations of hydrochlorothiazide or a potassium sparing diuretic are available. For example, diazide and moddiuretic. Long-term use of thiazide diuretics also may result in decreased glucose tolerance and increased blood lipid density, blood lipid content, that is low density lipoprotein, cholesterol, total cholesterol, and total triglycerides will be increased. Here is the synthesis of chlorothiazide. It starts with the 3-chlorobenzene amine and sulfurochloridic acid. After reacting, it will form 4-amino-6-chlorobenzene 1,3-disulfonyl dichloride. That is, addition of this SOTCl to the basic structure will occur. After reacting with ammonia, this will convert into 4-amino-6-chlorobenzene 1,3-disulfonamide, which on reaction with formaldehyde will give hydrochlorothiazide, and by reacting with the formyl chloride and formic acid, it will form chlorothiazide. Chlorothiazide is having the unsaturated ring, whereas hydrochlorothiazide, after reduction, it will form the hydrochlorothiazide. That is the saturated ring.